Haha. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to entitle this workout, When You're Afraid of Stairs. Okay? There could be lots of reasons for that. It could be something neurologically, maybe your hearing, maybe your eyesight. But you see what I'm going to do? And I'm going to start warming up. So what have I done? I have my chair or a wall that I can put my hand on if I need it. Okay? I put two pads together. This is a very compliant surface. That means my foot is wonky. Whenever I put it up here, it's wonky. Okay? So one of the things that you want to start doing when you're afraid of stairs is warm up those muscles having to do with stair climbing. How do you do that best? You do the activity slowly, minimally. So if you have one pad that you're stepping on, great. If you do have two, and you can stack them as I have done, see, it just makes me go up a little higher. Now, there's all kind. I used wood boxes in my class, okay? And I just gave them all away to a community health program that they're wanting to start. And I'm going to move back here so my head doesn't get cut off every time I step up. Okay, see how I'm doing this? I have my chair here because here's what happens. When you start doing stair climbing, it could be a box, it could be just one single pad like we have right now. So see what I'm doing? I'm bringing my knee up and I'm alternating every step up because I bring my knee up. I step down. I have my hand here. I press down on it. While I'm doing this, I keep my shoulders down. Hi, y'all coming on. So those of you who, I forgot to mute it. We're recording and I forgot to mute it. Oh my goodness. So sometime when you put this on, you're going to laugh at this. Okay, there, we're muted. All right. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Kathy. Who else is on here? I can't remember. Oh, Ed. Hi, Julia. Good to see you guys. So here's today's warm up. It's doing what we're going to do, which is work the muscles surrounded in and used in climbing stairs. Now, if you could be on a stair right now, great. But generally, we're in a living room or something like that. And you notice I have my hand here. It's lightly resting on the back of my chair because I don't want to grip it. I want to take a big breath. I want to tighten my tummy. So every time I bring my knee up, and see, I'm not going very fast. I'm not going very fast. And if I wanted to, as I have my hand here, I could bring the other hand up, or I could bring them both up. It's totally up to you. But I don't want you to speed this part up, okay? Go nice and gently. When you bring your back leg up, bring it up there and say 1001. See, like right there, 1001. Make sure that you are not locking your leg. When this one comes up, many of us lock our leg here. Keep it soft. Bring that knee up. If you can bring your knee up past the 90-degree bend here, see, I went just a little bit past. Here's my other task. When you're using this as a warm-up, you're trying to get your knee up past this 90 degrees. And you want to just hang out there for just one little second where you say 1001. Your chair is always here. But here's what I want you to also think about. And see, I've doubled up my pads here so that now instead of 2 inches, see, I'm stepping up almost 5 inches, okay? Because they're a little over 2 inches, I'm not quite sure. So it's right in that range, little past. I mean, your chin is dropped where it's supposed to be. But what I'm saying is when you're doing this repeated alternating stepping as a warm-up for the workout that we're going to do today, because it's going to be entitled When You're Afraid of Stairs, okay? So that's what I'm trying to get you to do, is to get better at stair stepping with confidence. But don't keep tilting your head, meaning like this. See, don't keep doing that because that makes you round your back. It's really not good for your neck. See, I know that that step is there. It's not moving. But what a lot of times we do is we trip our toe. We don't quite get the knee lift. And when you don't pull your whole foot with your whole leg up, you rake your toe on the edge of your platform. So when you do that, it's a little disconcerting. Okay, well, that's real life because that's how people fall. They trip their toe on a curb or, you know, just walking. We trip. So what I'm telling you is everything involved in what we're doing right this minute has to do with stair climbing more smoothly and stronger. And I have my chair here. That way, if I do stub my toe, it doesn't get me all flustered like I'm going to fall, okay? Here's the other thing I want to ask you right now. So we've been doing this for a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to do it for a while. Taking breaths. You notice if you stayed with me, you're starting to breathe more labored. Just this little tiny lift, okay? You're starting to notice that you're breathing deeper, okay? That's our warm-up working. But those of us who find ourselves tripping, you have what's called toe dropping, meaning you drop your toe. You don't bring that toe up. So that has to do with a lot of things. You know, it could be all kinds of neuropathy. There's just all types of things. That's why you want to get things checked out early rather than later. I noticed my husband was tripping a lot more, like coming through September, October. Well, hello, he had cancer that was metastasizing to his brain. You're gonna trip more. But anyway, I won't go into that. I said, don't you think you should talk to your oncologist about that? No, he's an oncologist. He's not a neck doctor. He had a stiff neck. Anyway, I digress. So the point of me telling you this is get things checked out, okay? It could happen for a lot of different things. Now, if you've been doing this with me, you should be sweating a little now. You should be at least moist, okay? Take a breath. We got 3 more. We're going to come off the front end. Here we go. Take a breath. Keep your tummy tight. And step forward. See that? See that? Walk around your platform. Okay? Now start with the other leg and bring that other leg up. So you're alternating, all right? See, I don't say left, right. Number one, I tend to be dyslexic, and I don't know which foot you started with. So just go to the opposite one, all right? Or not, go to the same one, but alternate it at some point. So now I've got to bring the other one up, okay? I'm going to bring this one up. Now, when I start to come off the front end, and you've noticed I have stacked my little pads here, see? Because I can, because I have them here, okay? But if you even have one, or if you have a pillow, that's okay. We're working today to help not to avoid stair climbing. That is one of your best kept secrets of learning how to navigate stairs with confidence. See how I came off the front and I'm walking around and I'm keeping my chin tucked and I'm glancing, I'm darting my eyes. So right here, with this leg up and you're ready to step forward, see, I'm bending that back leg. Keep my chin tucked. Take a breath. Come down. You lower your whole center of gravity and you put your heel first. I don't know if you have noticed that's what I'm doing, but that's what I want you to do. So you step up, bring that leg up. So I can tell you right now, whenever I hold on here, because I've stacked them, wow, am I getting a lot of work with my leg. Now I'm lowering my center of gravity, and I want to do what? I want to put my heel down, and then rock into the front of my foot, step out, and around. So if you're doing this on a wall, of course you can go either way, all right? So I'm going to go step up, alternating now. So whatever it was you had up, put the other one down. Okay, lower everything. And those of you who have your hand on a chair, keep your shoulder down. Come down, put that heel down, rock into the toes, come back around. Okay, here's what you should notice by now. If those of you who have come on now, okay, lower everything down and heel, rock into the toe. Bring yourself around, take a big breath, and go to the other leg. Bring it up, tight tummy, drop your shoulders, lower your whole center of gravity down, put that heel down, rock into the toe in the back, and now you're into your full foot and into your step around. See that? Works like a charm, but when you do it at a cadence of what we did to warm up, wow, you start breathing very, much more labored. It's great. Okay, now we're going to step up on our platform, whatever it is. It could be a pillow. It could just be the floor. So you're stepping here and you're going to step down, okay? And you're going to come back up. So today is going to be loading muscles that are really used for stair climbing, okay? So see this? So I'm going to come up and down, and I'm going to hip hinge at first, which is what we're normally used to doing. So push your butt back, say rib cage up, keep my chin tucked, let yourself lower down and come back and lower. So stay right in there, and it's just a press, 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 press. You want to stay as center lined up as you can. Try not to drop into this leg. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you're staying pretty loaded in the leg that's up on the platform. Okay, take a breath. Breath. Try not to drop into this lower leg. This is the leg that we're really hitting because I'm staying loaded right here. Breath, press, breath, press. try not to put your weight, just tap your foot down. Your chair is here if you need it. Take a breath. I've got 3 more. Take a breath. I've got 1 more. And come back. And step back, step back, step back. The leg that was up on the disc, you're going to turn it out. See that? Nice recovery. Take a breath. It just releases. Pull the tummy in, drop your shoulders, keep your chin tucked. Now, I'm going to move it all the way over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? Now, this is my challenged leg in that this is my hip replacement side. This is my knee replacement side. This doesn't give me the trouble. It used to be my bad leg. Now it's my good leg because I have a hip here. So those of you with multiple hips replaced, multiple joints replaced, listen, you're doing an excellent job tuning in. But here's the deal. Whether you have a single pillow or whether you have none, see here, I can do this. See this? This is all I'm doing. So if you don't even have a pillow, you're doing a hip hinge and you're super loading the stability leg, the one that would normally be up here. So that's my modification correction that I'm telling you. See, my foot's in the middle. If I'm going to do a little side step squat, what am I wanting to do? Do I want to put weight into this leg? No. It's just getting me down there so that this leg is starting to load. Okay? So the hip goes back, press, try to open your toes. Many of you, when you do this, you may have your hand here. You may be doing it really good. You're not loading this leg. You're loading this leg, but you're scrunching up your toes. So you want to open your toes out. Take a breath. Push your butt back. Stay loaded right here. Right here. This hip, this quad. Breath. We got a couple more. Breath. Breath. Push your butt back. Breath. Push your butt back. Just a couple more. A couple more. Those of you who know when I say a couple, you start to groan. That's when Kathy groans. Because, see, you don't know. It could be 2 or it could be 20. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. Okay, and come back off. But I hope you opened your toes. It's called splaying your toes. Okay, take a big deep breath. I'm going to bring my chair around here again. Okay, now I'm going to step up. All right, on my platform. If you don't have a platform, that's okay. You're just running through on the floor. You do the same foot kind of motions. It's just that when you're up on a platform, you're going to work a little differently. So I'm going to step down right like that. And you see my leg in the back? It's going to rock from the heel to the toe. Okay, try yours out. So here's the deal. The minute some of you bent, you rounded your back. Okay? Don't worry about it. It's just what slugs do. And so you just say, oh my gosh, yes, I am a slug. That's what I did. It's okay because we love slugs in this class. So you're going to go like this. Tap yourself, push yourself back because I want that knee to go straight down. The only thing that will impede you here is if you're stepped too tight. So you have to step out a bit. That's why I always want you to use a wall, a counter, a bed, or a chair. Because when I go down, see, I'm pulling that knee down. I don't want to go forward here. And that's what everybody does, right? Because at one time or the other, we're all slugs. See? I'll show you my little slug over here. Judy Mobley had an artist. She does glass blowing, and she made me a little slug. So it's right here. I'll bring it out and show you. Do you see what I'm doing right here? Okay, here's what I want you to think about. You must have a chair. You must have a wall, something that's helping you with your stability. However, my foot is up on a platform back here, or it's just on the floor, but I'm in a big split stance. Yes, I am. And as I start to go down, I'm going to get a little wonky. See? That's okay. This is all part of training so that you're stronger in those muscles for stair climbing. So if you're avoiding stairs, this workout, I can tell you, if you pulled this thing up and did this workout at least once a week with me, and then did some stairs like I'm going to tell you to do in just a minute, you would get better and better at stair climbing. You know why? Because you're creating strength and endurance in those muscles. Where does the endurance come? Kathy's out there screaming right now because she's counting a lot. That's the point. I want to stay down here and do this kind of a load so that these muscles are screaming. And in just a minute, we're going to do this very work hanging on to some weights. It'll be so fun. You'll love it. Okay, take a breath, tight. One more. Okay, Kath. Okay, one more. Right here, right here. Hold, 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 hold. Come back up, come back up. Yes, it's the foot out in front that should be feeling like a shot. Okay, step it out, just like that. Release, then tight tummy, and then turn. Okay, just a nice turn, upper body from the waist up. Don't turn your feet. Keep your tummy tight. Keep your elbows in, chin down. Knees are very soft. And I'm just turning. And if you want to have a little bit more balance work, you can turn and look behind you. But if you struggle with balance, be careful turning your head, okay? Yeah, just like that. Okay, take a big deep breath. Now I'm going to go around my platform, see? And I'm going to step up on my platform. And what have I done? I have doubled up on my platform here. Some of you may have low stools or something like that. Be very careful unless they're formulated for this. They can be rocky, and I don't want you to do that. Or here's the news flash. Use a stair. Use the bottom part of the landing and just stair step on up on a stair. That's a novel thought. Okay, so the foot that was in front on the floor is going to stay on the platform. The other foot's going to step out. And I want to take a pretty big step, okay? Because this one's going to stay back there, and it's going to roll to my toe as I drop my center of gravity. If you're dropping and this knee is bending way out over your toe, you need to step out a little further. So hang on to your chair or your wall or your counter or your bed and just kind of step out a little more. Okay, now then push yourself right here. So I'm doing all this as if I were with just you. Okay, my tummy's in, yes. My shoulders are down. And as I drop and I'm on my toe in the back on the platform, I want to stay upright. I don't want to lean, right? So I'm going to drop that knee straight down. And I'm looking here at my front knee. If it's way out over your toe, that's too much. You need to step out just a little bit further. And I know it can be scary, but if you've got your hand on a wall or on a bed or on a counter, you should be fine, okay? And don't overuse that thing, all right? How do you know when you're overusing? Some of you know this. Your hand starts turning numb and blue. That's overuse, okay? Take a breath, tight, drop your shoulders, go down with that back knee until you start to feel this. Now, you won't feel this if you're way out here. You just won't. So pull yourself back, drop, yes, and come back up. Take a breath. See, I'm not doing this super fast, okay? I really want you to feel those muscles really working, and you can't go fast, all right? Take a breath. Have your hand here if you need it. If you don't need it, great. But if you're leaning too far forward, too far on the side, you're not going down far enough, then use this to get you in those positions, see? Use the chair, the wall, the counter to get yourself down even one more little inch, okay? Take a big breath. Those of you that have multiple hips replaced, multiple like joints in your knee, have back issues, let me tell you, I hope that you will really work through this and understand these moves, because they are money as far as helping you to be more independent, because they're finally getting into the structures involved in stair climbing. Yeah, so that's what this one's going to be titled. Loading Monday, when you're afraid of stairs, okay? Yeah, I know, it should be screaming, okay? Keep your chin tucked, shoulders down, say rib cage up, go down just one more stinking little inch. We've got like 3 more of these, okay? Take a breath. Here we go. One more, just one more. Breath, and come back. Yes, you loved it, didn't you? I know. Okay. Now we're going to take a little interset, all right? Here's your platform. I'm using a stacked pad. So I have one, and then I have this one, and I put them right together because I can, because I have them, okay? But one is fine, or a pillow, or a little stair. So I have a little platform here, just a little stair. If you're on the very bottom of the stair and you can move your computer around when you're going to do this workout, just use a stair at the bottom of the basement or wherever your stairs are, okay? Okay, big breath. We're going to address our chair here. We've already done a turn out. Now we're doing, when you're doing a lot of stairs, stepping, you don't realize it, but you're really putting a lot on your back, okay? So I'm going to come here to the chair, all right? And I'm going to just go into a little squat. I'm going to reach my hands. I'm going to put my head between my arms. So I want my ears at my arms. Then I'm going to come up. I'm going to step back. I'm going to drop my elbows. And I'm going to drop my hips right down. Take a breath. Take a breath. Woo! Take a breath. And pull the hips up. Step back in. Reach out with your hands. Put your head between your hands so that your ears are touching your biceps. Take a big breath. And then come back. Okay? And you can do that as many times as you feel like doing it. All right? Now I'm going to get my arms ready because I'm going to pick up some weights here in just a few seconds. So I'm going to come to my chair. Okay? I'm going to open. I'm going to give myself a hug. See? Bring your elbows down. Drop your chin down. Press. And just get your arms ready to take a load. All right? So now I've got my hands back here. And I'm only going to, I'm not going to drop my rear end. I'm going to swing up because I want to stretch and I want to engage my upper body. So now I'm going to come just to sit down. Too many people try to get into some kind of gymnastics thing with this. Keep it simple, okay? We're trying to gently load here. We're swinging the whole body up, okay? So right here, so it's a whole huge movement pattern. Do one at a time. Elbows are bent. They're in. Swing. Lift your hips. Okay? And just tuck your chin in. Don't take your head back. That'll make you too dizzy. Okay? So bring way up. Just really pull your hips up. Okay? Now come back and just sit down. Just sit down. Just do a couple of those. So it's a full body swing. All right? Big breath. Yeah? Because we're fixing to pick up weights here in just a second. All right? So we're going to do a little bit of a pre-fatiguing of these muscles. Now we're going to let our butt go down. Now we're not going to lift the butt. Okay? We already did that for a full body swing. Okay? We're going to bring our elbows in. And we're going to act like we're short. All right? So some of us out there don't have to act, right? Let's see. I'm thinking of Chrissy, Bonnie, Kay. Ooh, you're already short. You're fun size. Okay, here we go. Elbows in. Yeah. Tight tummy. Yeah. Drop your shoulders. Step way out. Now ease your butt off the chair. A little. Not a lot. A little. See? See, just a little dip. And whenever I do this dip, I'm not hurting my shoulders. I'm engaging the backs of my arms. You only run a problem with your shoulders when you dip down way too far. Okay? So you're just dipping a little. Breath. A little. Breath. A little. Hang on. They should be screaming at you right now. Breath. Just do 3 more if you can. Okay, 2 more. Okay, 1 more. And come back. Woo! Open your hands. Open your hands. Yeah? Woo! Drop your shoulders. Really open right here. Big stretch. Okay? Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Yes. Then come back in. Okay. Now, we're going to take a moment and we're going to do some of the things that we did during the warm-up, which is a repeated step sequence. Okay? Stay with me. All right? So how you get better at doing stairs is strengthening your muscles around your knees, around your hips, your lower back, and doing repeated stepping. That's a news flash. Okay, you ready? I'm going to stand up. So I'm going to act like I'm leading a choir. All right, here we go. You ready? Breath, heels, and up. Now, before we do that, we're doing a little interset right now. You see how I'm wider than shoulder with my legs? Now I'm going to go down and I'm going to sit. And then I'm going to stand up again. So what we're doing is a thing called sit to stand. But when you do this time, I want you to take breaths. So breathe in right now. Exhale. Ooh. Breathe in and sit and breathe in and exhale. You act like you're leading a choir and you just sit and you breathe, exhale, and you try to make sure that you're doing equal loading on both hips, both knees, both feet. And if you will push back, you will save your knees. You will work your muscles, but you will save your knees. So push your butt back. Breath. Exhale. Breath. Exhale. Breath. Exhale. Breath. Exhale as you come up. Take a breath. Exhale as you come up. Stay with me. Don't stop. I'm doing every one of these with you. Breath. I know how you're feeling. I do. Breath. Hang on. Hang on. Act like you're leading the choir. Exhale. Breath. Stay into your heels. Keep your chin tucked. Keep your chin tucked. Breath. Heels. Breath. Just 3 more. Stay with me. Stay with me. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. This is it. This is it. Here we go. All right. See, that wasn't so bad. Kathy knows exactly how many we did. I don't think we hit 30, but we did more than 10. Okay. Here's my platform. Remember what we did to warm up? Some of you weren't with me. We did repeated, alternating steps. How do we alternate? By simply pulling your knee up. Then you step down, step up with that leg, pull your knee up, step back. See, I'm not going fast. My little chair is right here. Keep my hand on the chair lightly. So, alternating. Knee up, exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Breath, step. Okay? Don't punch with this knee. What do I mean by that? This is what I mean. Don't do that and come back down. Okay? I want you to lift. I want you to hang out there for just 1 second. 1 second. 1001. That's 1 second. Breath. 1001. See that? That's a very different use of your muscles. My dog is snoring. I don't know if you hear him. He's a Boston, and they snore a lot. And so he's snoring because he could care less about this workout. Take a breath. Okay? 1 second. See? 1 second. Now, when you bring that knee up and you hang out here for just 1 second, your supporting knee should be soft. Some of you, you don't even realize you're doing it, but you're locking your leg. Okay? And then you wonder why your feet are having problems, why your knee is having problems or your back. So you don't want to lock that leg, all right? You keep it soft. So as you come up with the knee and you're hanging out there for 1 second, and see, I have my hand here. I'm not using it very hard, but it gives you that point of balance. Do you have to have it here? No. But many of us get really disconcerted when we go to do a move like this and we catch our toe. You catch your toe and then you don't have really good recovery. And that's when you're going to be falling. And you've felt that before and it's scary. So I'm saying you don't need to do that while you're working out. So I'm giving you this kind of a little crutch to use. Okay, take a breath. Some of you should notice right now that you're breathing a lot more labored. Yeah, this very mild pace of step, step, lift, inhale, exhale, get the knee up, 1001, right there, 1001. Keep my knee soft. See, it's constant engagement. Take a breath. Yeah, take a breath. Okay, take a breath, tight tummy. Just a couple more, all right? And come back down. Shake out, shake out, shake out. Okay, now I'm going to pick up my weights. Now, you're going to say, well, what should I pick up? You pick up whatever. If you have free weights, fine. You want it to be maybe 6. I'm going to pick up 10, 9, even a 12. Okay, that's up to you. Now, could you pick up if you're saying, oh, I don't have very heavy weights. See here, my colonoscopy prep bottle. See, you put water in here. This is 10 pounds, believe it or not. And it's however that you can hang on to it. One hand, then the other hand, okay? If you want to grab your weights, fine, grab your weights. I'm just going to grab my bottle here. If you don't want to grab anything, that's fine too. Because you know what? In the end of this class, if you didn't pick up any weights whatsoever, and you did some of these repeated moves that I've been doing, you're going to feel better, and your muscles are going to be shaking a little bit. I can just guarantee you that, okay? Take a breath, tight tummy, drop your shoulders. So what have I done? I've added 10 pounds here, okay? And I can switch. I can hang on with one, do my lift for a couple times, then I can bring it over here. And just by changing from one side to the other, you're going to be throwing your balance, okay? Be ready for that. Use your hand on the chair if you need it. But just changing like this is going to make you use your ankle, your knee, your hip, your lower back, and your shoulders very differently, okay? Your whole vertebrae has to adjust. This is 10 pounds that I'm going from side to side with. You can do a few steps, or you can do one and then change. It's totally up to you. Take a breath, but when you bring that knee up, what are we going to do? We're going to keep our knee soft, supporting knee soft, right? And we're going to bring our knee up for 1001. Breath. So I want you to hang on for just one little stinking second. So you've loaded. You're doing repeated stepping. You're switching sides. You're keeping that knee soft. Breath, 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 breath. Yeah. Just a few more. Okay. I know, I said a few. That tends to drive Kathy nuts because she doesn't know. A few can be, or a couple can be 2 to 20 repetitions. Okay, enough. Let's bring this over. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to take my little chair again. Here's my platform. And now I'm just going to be with one, just like all of y'all. Okay. Now I'm going to further key up all the muscles involved in stair climbing. So what am I going to do? I'm going to step here on my little platform. Okay. I'm going to put my hands on my chair, put it at a distance so that you can act like you're going to go down to kneeling, but then you don't. See that? So I'm right here. You'll have to adjust it here and there. It's about that distance for me. Okay? So I'm going to act like I'm going to go down to my knees right here. I'm going to go from my heels to my toes. My elbows are soft. And I'm going to come down. I'm going to act like I'm going to go to my knees, but I don't. Then I come back and I pull my toes, both of them up. So that means my foot has to be on the pillow. Then I'm going to go back down. My elbows are soft. I'm going to drop my knees all the way down as far as I can. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to pull my toes back toward so they're facing my shins. So here I go. I'm going to rock into my toes. My elbows are soft. I'm going to come down. Adjust your chair however you need to. Your elbows are soft. You're going to go way down there. Then you're going to come back. Then you're going to go hard into your heels and do what? Lift your toes and your legs are straight. You're bringing your body right into your legs. You're getting a stretch each time. I'm going to only do 3 more of these. So my knees are down. Then I'm going to come back. Push hard into my heels. Tight tummy. Get my elbows down. Pull my toes back toward my shins. Then I'm going to rock. Come way down there. Elbows are soft. All the way down. Then come back. Go into your heels. Pull your toes back. Toes back, toes back, toes back. Stretching. This is the last one. Here we go. All the way down. And then come back up. Pull those toes back. Yes. So, I know that might be a strange move for some of you, but that kind of mobility with strength work, especially as it goes through your hips, your ankles especially, your feet, your toes, that's like huge in stair climbing. Who would have known? Okay, now I'm going to go back to my carry. So what can you pick up? You can pick up your bottle, see? Or you can pick up something like a 12-pound weight. It's your call. You can do either, all right? I'll do a 12-pound weight right now. So my fingers are laced. See that? So now I'm going to come and I'm going to put one foot in the middle, okay? And I'm going to put one foot on the side. See that? So what am I going to do? I'm going to do one of the main moves that I did in the warm-up at the beginning of this class. What's changed? I got 12 pounds that I added now. You can add more or less. It's up to you. However, here's what's happening. When you come down like this, you want to just put your foot down. See, I'm not going into a squat. Most of us will go like this and we'll go into a squat. Try not to go into a squat. You are actually doing just a step down and you're going to push your butt back. You're hanging onto this weight. See, it's going to come tap, down, tap, down. So you're actually doing a single leg squat. That's actually what you're doing. See, it's just a push back on your butt. Your whole foot and toes should be very splayed. That means open. Don't use your foot like a claw right now. See, it's just like this and back. So this is kind of like free swinging. Like some of you may not want to even put your foot down there because you want it to be really hard. That's fine. You're just going to do that. See that? But if you put your foot down, you're going to be able to go a little lower. Okay? And I want you to go a little lower. That's the whole point. Okay? I've got 3 more. Take a breath. 1 more. And come back. Okay? Bring your hands right here. Swing those weights down. Bring them to your shoulder. Swing those weights down to your shoulder. Swing those weights down to your shoulder. Swing those weights. Shoulder. Take a breath. Push back into your heels. Just 1 more. Okay. That was a little interset. And because I'm using both hands, see, with my fingers interlaced, this is a nice shared load. I don't have to put my weight down, okay? Now I'm going to put my other foot on the middle of my pillow. This is going to be my free leg. So I'm going to push back, and this time the complexity is going to be because I'm doing a curl. So I'm doing a double curl with both hands using, but I'm staying where? See, I'm staying in the support leg. You don't see my head swinging from side to side because I'm doing a single leg squat. Boom. See? Big breath, pull, big breath, pull, big breath. Yeah, don't swing, don't rock. It's down and up. That's all that I should see your head doing. It's not a rocking from side to side. You want to push that butt back. Right there. Big breath. Right there. Open your toes. Ooh. Hang on. Stay with me. Hang on, just a few more. Breath. Breath. One more. Breath. Nice. Put that weight down. All right, we got plenty of time. So now, we're still on our little block, right? We're going to step over, put the heel down. Bring that heel back. Okay, stay with me. Other footsteps. I'm going to step over, put the heel down, and come back with it. Okay? For some of you, I happen to know that this move is very scary when you're going to come all the way back and you're on a very compliant surface because you're going to rock and roll. And when you do a little, even a little rock and rolling, you get scared because you start to lose your balance. Put your hand on your chair, but do this work, okay? So when you put your foot up, you bring it down and you really get that toe lift. Then when you're going to come back, same thing, you just come right back here. Now switch. So we're doing the same kind of a thing. We're doing alternating, only the move is quite different. When you go from this, drop your center of gravity, bring your heel down, and then step into that move. Now you got to go back. Are you ready? Bend, swing it back. Use your chair. Okay, step down, take a breath, tighten, drop your shoulders, drop your chin. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Bend the knee, heel, and here we go back. All the way back. I'm doing this at this cadence for a reason. Lots of people want to go really quickly because they're using momentum to hold balance rather than their muscles. Okay? Okay, drop everything. Here we go. Heel to the toe. Now go back into that back leg, bring that leg back over. Okay? This move, once you get very proficient, especially going over a pad like this, or a pillow, or a little block of, a little spot on the rug, whatever. Very, very important to get very proficient at dropping your center of gravity, switching, dropping your center of gravity, going all the way back, dropping your center of gravity, forward, back. It's that forward and back thing that's a real problem for some people. And I'm telling you, whatever your issues are, practicing this kind of a thing with good postural lineup, alternating, doing it over a very compliant surface. And somebody might say, well, what's a non-compliant surface? And I would say cement. That ain't moving. You're going to hit it hard and it won't comply. Okay, does that make sense? So here's the deal. Those of you with me who have had multiple operations on feet, knees, hips, your back is a little wonky. I am telling you, just tune in with me. However you're feeling, doesn't matter. Just say, I'm going to just tune in. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to move. I already covered that on Friday, right? But this move, this workout is primary, really focused on trying to help you do stairs better. Because the stronger you are around those joints that you've had operations on, and the smoother the movement gets, the better independence you're going to have. And you won't keep avoiding stairs. Okay? Stairs, if you have them in your house, anywhere. I don't care where. I don't care if it's on your back deck. I don't care if it's an upstairs, downstairs. Get on those suckers and tell yourself, I'm going to do 300 of these every single day. There's great research that tells us that people who have stairs to a primary room, which is a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, spend far less time in senior care centers and nursing homes than people who have no stairs at all. Or avoid stairs. Don't avoid them. Okay, you guys. Oh, dear. Yeah, no, we're good. Take a breath. Do turns. Do some turns. So I did repeated stair stepping. I did it lower than normal. If you have stairs, I hope that you will go up about 3 steps and then turn around and come down 3 steps. Always using a railing, but don't grip it. Get to where you can ambulate up and down those stairs. Do the heel thing on some of them, but just do them. It will help you tremendously. So I'm just going through gentle stepping, turning, stepping, turning. Okay? Just to cool down a little bit. And when you start doing just even that kind of stepping, which is what we just did, you're going to notice you're going to be breathing deeper. Yay, that's a win-win. So we did a whole bunch of intervals today. I don't know if you noticed that. And it was all surrounded around doing stairs better. So I hope you'll tune in on this one and do it. Okay? I'm going to take off the recording here, down here.